Hello, my name is Keith. I'm also known as Pop Culture 27 on other social platforms across the internet. So today I'm going to be doing a live review on Facebook Live of 50 States 100 Days the Book by Chris Strub. I first met Chris back in 2015. I met him through the live streaming platform called Meerkat. And I believe my first time that I saw him, he was live streaming from a Hard Rock Cafe in Memphis, Tennessee. I believe that was the very first one, and I actually have his business card as well, and it lists every single date that he went, every single city that he went through. So I believe that was on May 29th, 2015, and so I was hooked ever since, and I actually got to know Chris through many nights he spent in his car and different hotels, and so it's been over 2 years now that I've gotten to know Chris. So and it's pretty amazing to go through this book, and I want to actually shout out to all. I want to go through every single city that he visited. I'm not going to go into detail on like each of the things that he did there, but I'm going to definitely. So here we go. So Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, New Orleans, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Hey, Chris, how's it going? And let's see, Austin, Texas, Las Cruces, Mexico, New Mexico, Tucson, Arizona, Santa Monica, California, Las Vegas, Nevada. And let me just say, he actually went to the Hard Rock Cafe and quite a few. I don't know the number, but if Chris is still in here, maybe you can mention it. Yeah, in the table of contents of the book as well. Yes, that is correct. So I know he went to the Hard Rock Cafe, and I think in Santa Monica, I believe, and yeah, so oh, not Santa Monica, okay, all right, and let's see, so Salt Lake City, Utah, Boise, Idaho, Portland, Oregon, Anchorage, Alaska, Honolulu, Hawaii, Seattle, Washington, Missoula, Montana, Dickinson, North Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Now, I'm reading all these off because I'm very interested in I do a lot of research on different cities across the country, so I'm very interested in doing this. So I figured I'd implore you with all the cities that he visited. So let's see. So Cheyenne, Wyoming, Boulder, Colorado, Lincoln, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, Rochester, Minnesota, Madison, Wisconsin, Peoria, Illinois. Oh, nice, Chris. See, Indianapolis, Indiana, Lansing, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Binghamton, New York, which is, he went to Binghamton University. That's a city very familiar to him, and he's from Huntington Station, New York. Peoria. Yeah. And let's see, Burlington, Vermont. Now, getting close to where I am, I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. Well, in Boston area. So, I don't think I've ever been to that area. But so we're getting to New England. Concord, New Hampshire. I've been there before. Let's see, Portland, Maine. Lowell, Massachusetts. Now, I knew Chris was going to be in Massachusetts. Let me just get rid of that. I knew Chris was going to be in Massachusetts, Peoria. Okay, I'm sorry, Peoria, Illinois. I apologize. So I knew Chris was going to be in Massachusetts, and Lowell, Massachusetts is probably about an hour or maybe or so north of Boston. So anyway, I think it was August. So he was according to the card here, is in Lowell August 7th. I think. Well, actually, what happened was we met up at the Hard Rock Cafe August 6th, 2015, if I'm not mistaken, with Brian Arnold. We did a live stream on Meerkat, so we waited for him for a little while. He was running a little late, but that's all right. We walked around Boston a little bit, and I was able to meet Chris on August 6th of 2015, and it felt like meeting a celebrity because I had gotten to know him. I was with him like through 90% of the trip, and absolutely, yes. Okay, the date should be right. Okay. So anyway, it was a surreal experience. It felt like meeting a celebrity, actually. I don't know if he feels that way, but I've been following him on his travels for so many days that summer. It's just like felt surreal, and he's as genuine in person as he is on his broadcasts, and really an amazing guy to meet. And I hope to meet him in the future. So let's continue on. So he went to Providence, Rhode Island. Me and Brian are the celebs. So he went to Providence, Rhode Island, New Haven, Connecticut. Now he visited a lot of, I know quite a bit of boys and girls clubs. Hey, Alcatrav, how's it going? Hey, Travis, how are you? So he went to the boys and girls clubs in quite a few different cities. He also went to Big Brothers Big Sisters organizations. I know that's something that he's been very involved with, and I'll get to that in a second. I think one of the cities here is coming up. Let's see. So Wilmington, New Haven, Connecticut, Trenton, New Jersey, Wilmington, Delaware, Baltimore, Maryland, Charlottesville, Virginia. I know they were in the news recently. Charleston, West Virginia. Okay, so that I believe that is where Sarah McDowell, who he's still in touch with. I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit, but South Central West Virginia, the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization of South Central West Virginia is where he met Sarah McDowell, and actually, because of his experiences at that organization and others, if you've been following Chris's journey, he recently went to the national conference of the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization recently in San Diego, and he was able to, last week in San Diego. That's right, Chris. You were with Sarah last week in San Diego, right? So he was able to even speak at one of the events there, and he actually went out with the CEO of the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization, and they went to the San Diego Padres game, and the CEO threw out the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. Pretty impressive. I know Chris, when he was doing his trip around the country, 50 states in 100 days, I know he threw out the first pitch in various minor league baseball stadiums across the country as well. So pretty exciting, Chris, that you continuing on. I really appreciate your passion. So anyway, this book is amazing. I really think that you should pick up a copy if you're not already. Either get in touch with Chris Strub, go to Amazon, search for 50 States 100 Days, the book by Chris Strub. Amazing. It's like he's having a conversation with you. It's literally like you're sitting across the room from him. And also, I have the distinction of being one of the few people to actually, be with him on Meerkat. I joined I was in the Meerkat community to actually do a review of this book. So I'm one of the few people actually to have the distinction of that. Okay, your best way to is to DM Chris and he'll sign you. Awesome. Oh, sign one also. So yeah, let's continue on with where else did he go? Let's see. So after West Virginia, he went to Lexington, Kentucky, which was the 49th state that he went to. And then Asheville, North Carolina. So Asheville, North Carolina was the final city, final state that he went to. On his way back to, he was living in South Carolina at that time. So, yeah. Annie Mucci, Nikki Fresh, and Slow Supermom, and Jeff Goldberg, Santos, love the mirror. Yes, absolutely, Chris. Yes. Now, I have not found a community since Meerkat that had the closeness and camaraderie and just a very close knit family. I really haven't found any community since then. But I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure, Chris, to read this book. So I spent like most of the day today. I mean, I read a little bit of it when I first got it, like a few days into it. But definitely today, I got through most of it, and I actually finished it today. So again, the book is called 50 States, 100 Days, the book. It's available on Amazon. It's also available, you can contact Chris Strub as well. You remember pop culture dancing on America? Yes. And actually, to mention that, there was actually a Medium article that you wrote, Chris, and I think one of the screenshots I was in there as well. Hello, Bree. Yes, I know you through Chris, so I will. I do have Snapchat. If you want to add me, it's popculture27. So that's I'm actually I live stream a lot on Periscope and other various platforms. I'm on Twitter as popculture27. So if you want to add me, then go ahead. But this broadcast was about hello, Bree. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. It was such a blast, and it brought back lots of memories. Brought back lots of memories going through this, reading through this, all these stories, and Chris. So again, if anyone else wants to pick it up, it's 50 States, 100 Days. And oh, Sarah, hello, Sarah McDowell. It's okay. It's all right, Bree. Don't worry about it. So if anybody else wants to comment, or if not, then comment. I'll follow up with you after the broadcast as well if anybody else wants to comment or connect or anything like that. But it was a pleasure to... Hello, Sarah. How's it going? I was just talking about you. Amazing. You're an amazing person. So anyway... I have a little bit of a captive audience here. What was your favorite chapter of the book? Probably, let's see. It's hard to pick my favorite chapter, but one that stood out to me, let's see. Which city was the draguation? Was that Connecticut? Was that in Connecticut? Other than Massachusetts. Oh, you're very welcome. Was that Connecticut? New Haven, Connecticut? Or was I thinking of another one? 184. Connecticut, okay. So... that was an organization called True Colors, and so they have a summer program called Queer Academy, and they teach Hartford's LGBT youth about. Hello, Mary. How are you? They teach Hartford's LGBT youth about the long-winded history of gender identity in the United States. Yes, Mary's here. Hello. So yeah, I was really impressed with that, and you did as much as you could to help out, and you said you were the official photographer for that event. All right, well, well, I think I've done my job here, and thanks again, Chris, for sending me a copy of this awesome book. I know this is the first of many great things that you're going to be doing in your life, and yeah. So thanks again, and Chris, and oh, thank you very much, Bree. And share anybody that's watching this right now. Yes, Chris, awesome. Anybody that's watching this right now, feel free to share it out to any platform you want. I want to spread this as much as you can. I know Chris definitely will put it on his YouTube and other platforms. Yeah, absolutely. Would I follow another trip? Absolutely, Chris. Yes, I would. Time of such negative news, this book shares the stories of hope, and yes, absolutely, Sarah, I definitely agree with that. Such negativity going on in the world, and such amazing things that Chris did, and shared the stories of all of these organizations, the people that work there, and volunteering his time. It was an amazing time. So anyway, everyone, thank you everyone for joining me. I think this is my first Facebook live stream. I think I may have done one other, but my first Facebook live stream, pretty much. Where can we watch your trivia show? Oh, I actually, so I haven't been doing it too recently, but if you want to, you can follow me on Periscope. It's Pop Culture 27. I've also been doing a little bit on Busker, not too much, but I may do some on Busker as well, but it's Pop Culture 27. Yes, it's Pop Culture 27 on Periscope, if you want to go there. It's the same handle on Twitter, Pop Culture 27. It's Pop Culture 27 on Snapchat. So I've pretty much been using that username across different social media platforms. Oh, thank you very much, Travis. Great to see you as well. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Sunday and the rest of their weekend. And Pop Culture 27. Yes, that's right, Sarah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for putting that there, and hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Sunday and their weekend. And yeah, so again, 50 States, 100 Days, the book by Chris Strub. Check it out. You won't regret it. I'm going to be signing off. Thanks everyone for joining me. Have a wonderful night. And how do we... Oh, here we go.